Hey everybody, welcome to my home pull workout. So first exercise, we're doing some pull-ups. I got sort of a neutral grip, focusing more on biceps and brachialis. Really aiming for a full range of motion here. I'm going to really be focusing on kind of my fitness journey from here on out. I am considering having another surgery to get the erectile device implanted, but I'm still weighing out the pros and cons and asking questions and doing my own research. So I'm not fully decided that that's the route that I want to take, but it's something that I'm also interested in as well. So today's workout is a pull workout. So I'm doing 5 sets of pull-ups. 10 to 6 reps is the rep range, and I'm trying to really get a full range of motion, full stretch, and then bringing my body fully up without too much body movement. Then I'm going to move into some hammer curls, 4 sets of 8 to 12, and then I am going to do some inverted rows, body weight style, as many reps as I can, and then planks, and that will be my pull workout. I will also go through some stretching with y'all. Before, when I was super into bodybuilding, I neglected like mobility and flexibility. I wasn't really helping with my own longevity. So the key, and I'm learning this in school too, is strong muscles around the joints to stabilize the joints, and flexibility and mobility to make sure that you don't become too rigid, and then you're more prone to hurting yourself that way as well. So you do need a good mix of both. So I've been stretching almost daily, more than I even do resistance training. And I've also started to incorporate jogging. Not very much, but just enough to get my heart rate up a few days a week. So we'll see how it goes. I'm currently 177 pounds and I'm 5'7", and my goal isn't really a number on the scale. Getting more mobile is actually my number one goal, because that's the area that I need help with the most, and I would say my priority right now, so that I, stay injury free, and strength. So getting my strength back up won't ever be where it was, I don't think, but I would like to one day be able to do 5 sets of 5 with 275 again on bench, for example. Maybe moderately weighted deadlifts, we'll see. So yeah, let's get back into the routine. All right, so just doing some hammer curls. No supination here, just focusing mostly on brachialis as well as the biceps and brachioradialis. This is a really great exercise to bring up your arm size. And here we go with some inverted rows. This is great for the upper back. If you don't have something like this at home or at the gym, you can just use like a regular barbell. Your hand positioning is going to be a little bit different, but same thing. So you're just bringing your chest up to the bar in that case. To modify this, you can go on flat feet and bend your legs, and that's going to make it a little bit easier. All right, and then finally, to end off this workout, I am doing some planks. So I've been holding it for 1 minute. I'll usually listen to a song for a minute, or I'll set a timer. Then I'll take a minute break and I'll try to do it again for another minute. I do 2 to 4 sets of this. This is a really, really great exercise. If you're not doing it, highly recommend it. It's great for your core. If you are experiencing lower back pain or glute pain like I was, this is a really good one, because crunches can really aggravate that. So you're still going to be getting a really good ab workout in without actually potentially injuring yourself further. There are variations of this as well. I like to do side planks. I'm not going to be showing it here, but recommend trying those out as well. All right, everybody. So this stretching or mobility routine is kind of a hybrid mix between some yoga stuff that I've incorporated and then just some regular stretching that I've learned over the years that really kind of works for my body. And I feel like with stretching and mobility work, one of the main things is finding what works for your body, because there are going to be some positions that feel really good and some that don't feel so good, and then some that you absolutely can't do when you're first starting. And you do want to try and kind of push yourself a little bit, but not to the point where you're in a lot of pain, because that's not going to be helping you and can also create more injuries. So I just started with kind of like bending down to touch my toes, stretching out the hamstrings, and then I go into a quad stretch. I like to do these standing up, just with one leg on the ground. It's really great for balance purposes. And this is another thing that I'm kind of working on myself as well. One of my goals this year is to be able to do a handstand unassisted, and I know that I have the strength for a handstand, but I don't necessarily have the balance or the confidence yet. So anything working on my balance right now is really important to me. And I highly recommend that you put some stuff in your own routine to focus on that for yourself. I find like with working out, we can often become pigeonholed. I know for myself, especially, I like I've talked about, I got super into bodybuilding and kind of obsessive with it and didn't really go much outside of that, even with basic stretching, which is more than welcomed with bodybuilding. So it's cool to like mix things up, and it's good for your body as well. Kind of take from different disciplines and different things. So I can't remember what this is called. I think it may be the cobra, just stretching out rectus abdominis, the abs area, the core. This is a really, really good stretch. I find that my abs are always super tight, so I definitely do this multiple times every single day. I usually do it when I wake up as well. And then I go into, I believe this is called child's pose in yoga. I'm holding everything for about 30 seconds. It is recommended that you hold stretches for between 30 seconds to 1 minute, 1 minute being best if you can. Here I'm going into some cat-cows. So basically it's hard to tell, unfortunately, because of the angle I'm doing them in, but I'm kind of curving my spine up here and then concave there. And I just keep going through the motion. When I curl my spine up, I flex my head. And then when my spine goes concave, I extend my head up. Okay, so laying on the ground here. This is a really, really good glute and specifically piriformis stretch. Piriformis muscle is a glute muscle that I personally have a lot of issues with. For me, it gets super, super tight, and it can kind of mimic symptoms of sciatica. It's not fun. I've been able to manage it lately with regular magnesium supplementation and a lot of stretching and movement. So if you're having some similar pains, I recommend all of the above, starting slowly and then building up with your exercising. But the main thing that's going to help, for me anyway, that helped the most was magnesium. I was definitely deficient, so I take about 500 milligrams every day, and I believe it doesn't really matter which type. The one that I take is like citrate, oxide. I don't know all the different ones, but seems to really, really help me. And then trying to eat foods as well that are high in magnesium, like pumpkin seeds, for example. So after the glute stretch, went into another hamstring stretch. To be honest, guys, like I could barely sit in this position a few months ago because of the pain in my piriformis. So this is a huge change for me to be able to even like touch almost my ankles and flex forward. This is a really, really good stretch for your hamstrings. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the routine and talk to you soon. Take care.